Okay, here's how you do today's work with Map Chart. This is the tool that you used last week. This map here is a little bit different, so you're going to see the United States is much smaller. And at the top, you've got this little bar here. It says 1790. If I pull this little dot, every decade, or every 10 years, it goes 1800, 1810, 1820. And notice how the shape of the United States changes because the country was expanding westward. 1830, 40, 50, all the way to pretty much recently. So this shows how the United States has changed over time. What you're going to do is create some graphics that kind of track that. So one thing you're going to do is you're going to color all of the actual states red. So I can tell it's a state if I hover over it and it doesn't say territory. That means that it's a state. So like Pennsylvania, New York, all of these really are states. These are the original 13 colonies, which then became states. So I'm going to come over here, change this from purple to one of the shades of red, and then so Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina, that's it. Now this one says territory. I'm not going to color this red. This one says territory, so I'm not going to color this red. So I'll do all of the ones that are states, which are all of these. And let's get Delaware there, New York, all of the states. There. And now I have this little red thing here. I can move this over, and I'm going to make the label, and this will be individual states. Okay. Now, what I'm going to do different colors are the territories. So there's two of them, Northwest Territory and Southwest Territory. So I'll choose any old color that I want. Let's just make this one orange, and that one will be the Northwest Territory. And this one here is the Southwest Territory. So I'll make this one maybe green. There we go. And then call this one, oops, better spell this right, Southwest Territory. Good. So this is what I'm going to take a screenshot of, and I'm going to put it on the slide that's labeled 1790. Then I'm going to do the next slide, which is 1800. So I'm going to move the bar over like this to 1800. I'm going to get rid of those guys. And then I'm going to go first, make all the states red. And there's going to be usually more states. So I'm going to change this to red. Now here's a little trick. Instead of trying to figure out which red well, I guess I could just check here. So we'll just do that. All right. So that's a territory. That's a state. That's a state. Remember, I know it's a state because it doesn't say territory. That's a state. That's a territory. That's a territory. There. So now I'm going to color each one of these a different color, and I'm going to label them and then take a screenshot. Then I'm going to go to 1810 and do the same thing. And you'll notice as you do this that the territories become fewer and the states become more prominent. And so all you do is make the states red and change the color of the territories. But what you're going to end up with is a series of maps that will show the western expansion of the United States. And that's going to be on your slide that you're going to turn in. Of course, that slide is found on Google Classroom, and this is due by the